I'm Christina Demopoulos, and along with Dr. Ma, I'm one of the faculty members at the demo school. So we are part of UNLV. We just happen to be at the Shadow Lane campus, which is just right up the street. I've been with UNLV since 2001. I was born and raised just a few blocks from here. My parents still have a house there. I just happened to come back from school and work for UNLV. I do want to talk to you about some of our projects. Dr. Ma did a wonderful job talking about his project. I do a lot of the public health projects. We have a very strong focus in the community here in Clark County as well as along the state. One of our projects is Crackdown on Cancer. It operates in 16 out of the 17 counties. Over the course of 9 years, we saw just under 70,000 kids. So it's a very, very extensive program. One of the biggest problems, you can see that oral cancer is on the rise. 42,000 people will be diagnosed every year. So if we don't do oral cancer or prevention strategies in the dental setting or community setting, people are going to die, unfortunately. You can also see that over 8,000 deaths occur every year. These are deaths that could potentially be preventable. In the dental setting, this is what we teach our dental students along with CSN dental hygiene students. Also, you can see tobacco is the leading preventable death. So if we were to educate people about the dangers of tobacco, less likely to become addicted, less likely they'll pass away from it. Another one, you can see the very last bullet, 90% of all adult smokers began before the age of 18. This is a population we may not always have thought would actually be the first initiators for the tobacco products. Now, specifically in Nevada, under 18, 70% of our high school students use tobacco, so obviously it's a younger population that's using tobacco here in Nevada. 12.8% are using chewing tobacco. When we use smokeless tobacco products, there's more of a tendency to get changes in the mouth compared to traditional cigarettes. So we do need to educate people that use traditional cigarettes in addition to those alternative products that we need to be aware of what's going on in the mouth. So specifically, Crackdown on Cancer is an educational program in middle schools and high schools. We do tobacco education in a PowerPoint setting, one-on-one intervention for those that use tobacco, and we do oral cancer screenings and let the parents and the nurses know what's going on. The main goal is to create awareness as to the damaging effects of tobacco, hopefully get people to quit using tobacco or at least think twice about picking it up again if they actually had relapse. The last bullet also provide information for parents, friends, everybody else. Kids live with parents, so we want to educate the parents also about the dangers. This is the map of Nevada, you guys know. All the orange, red stars are the stars we went to. So these are all the communities that we've gone to. So we're not just here in Las Vegas or Clark County. We've traveled to 16 out of the 17 counties. So it's really extensive in terms of the program that we reached out to and the services we offered. This is just a summary. As I mentioned, we were just over 78,000 in terms of the kids that we saw during the program. 18% of those that screened had reported using tobacco. So it's a self-reported measure. It's a private setting. We haven't found that people were not telling the honest truth, but in a public health setting, self-reporting data is basically what we can get. This one here is another summary. It's very difficult to see, but you can see that we have broken it down by Las Vegas, Reno, rural. A lot of the kids in the rural or the smaller communities use more smokeless tobacco and more cigarettes. They don't always have the educational curriculum in their school setting to educate them about the dangers, but the largest population was here in Las Vegas, which makes sense if 72% of the population is in Clark County. This one here is a little bit easier for you to see. I bolded in red the more highlights. 47% of the total kids that we saw were in Clark County, again, because it's the largest population. The middle one would be Reno. You can see 830 tissue abnormalities. A tissue abnormality is a change in the mouth that would lead us to believe it's either precancerous, pre-malignant, maybe even cancerous in a younger population. This one here, I think there's another picture that's going to pop up. It helps you see what we see. So I like images. Images make people think twice about using certain products. This is a precancerous area at the bottom of the mouth. It doesn't hurt. Person may not know that it's there. The fact that it doesn't hurt, we may not be the first person to go to the dentist. Most of the people we see, I was at a senior center today, she goes, I'm not going to see my dentist until something hurts. If something hurts, it's too late. We need to go early on. This is a high school student. It's inside the cheeks. Smokeless tobacco, like I said, starts to manifest very early on. Again, something that was really, really concerning. This one by no means is it related to oral cancer. Bad hygiene. How many of us do not brush and floss our teeth? High school kid again. Social norm, brush and floss your teeth. A lot of times it's vanity. They may or may not be doing certain things. So while we were doing these oral cancer screenings, educating them about tobacco, we also helped them improve their oral health. This is a young high school kid. That's a big tooth, a permanent tooth. It's broken down. We really can't restore it at this point. So a lot of the kids we saw across the state, even here in our pediatric clinic just up the street, these teeth are extracted. We saw one little boy today, 2 big teeth, permanent teeth, had to be extracted. Parents did not have the money to fix them. So we need to get in very, very early on. So some of the findings that we found over the course of these 70,000 or 78,000 students, tobacco use. We also looked at marijuana use. So you can see the top one is tobacco and marijuana combined. A lot of people were using tobacco. The second bullet, the green one, is cigarettes, followed by marijuana. So we had a lot of people using marijuana, not as much as cigarettes. What I want you to see is a combination of tobacco and marijuana leads to untreated decay. So people that reported using marijuana, people that reported using cigarettes or cigars had more risk of having cavities. So we need to identify them to start to educate them, hopefully get them to the dentist to get them treated. So from that, we went to a prevention program. We wanted to know, how can we prevent cavities? So our other project is our Seal in Nevada South program. It's a school-based sealing program here in Clark County, in addition to Nye County. We actually go into Title I elementary schools. There's 15 right now in Clark County because it's a big county. We're trying to get to as many as possible. Everything is portable. We go into the classroom. Students with parental consent get the screenings, get the sealants, get the fluoride varnish. So again, hopefully offset some of that caries risk that happens because of other behaviors. I think there's another picture that's going to come up. But see, this is 55 pounds of equipment we carry in and out of schools. This is just a setting. It's exactly the same as what a kid would experience in a dental setting. We do in a school-based setting. One of the concerns, because these are Title I schools, they may or may not have gone to the dentist before. So seeing us to do sealants sometimes helps desensitize them to the process of actually having some type of dental work in a dental chair. Mind you, everybody loves a dentist sometimes. Little kids may not always like to. In conclusion, chronic disease needs to be integrated with oral health. People that have cavities may also have diabetes, may also have other chronic diseases. We need to integrate the two of them in terms of medical and dental, try and get everybody working together to improve the overall health of the people in the community. And like I said, we're up the street, so we're doing the best we can to try and get